Okay guys, we are back to vector part 2 at next. So here I've got two questions to show you how it works. Alright, under question 1. Under question 1 we have AB given and BC is given. You're supposed to find AB, magnitude of AB. Alright, so this is called magnitude of AB. So how to find AB's magnitude? It's quite simple. I think I've told you before. It is similar to Pythagoras theorem. So all you have to do is negative 7 squared plus 24 squared. And then you square root. You should get your answer equivalent to 25 units. Check it out, alright? I'll leave that to you. So this is paper 1 question. It's just 1 mark question, alright? So the total might be about 3 marks. So this will be 1 mark question. That's very easy. Now next, let's go into AC. Length of AC, magnitude of AC is given as 30. But the problem is we don't have AC here. So we need to find AC first. How do we find AC? We need to create an equation for AC. So let's create an equation for AC. AC is equals to, now how do you write an equation? A is here, so let's write an A here. Plus the C is at the end, write a C at the end. Now these two letters here, over here and here must be same. So the best is let's choose B because that's what's given. So let's put a B here and let's put a B here. Can you see that? So B and B cancels off, you get AC. So this is how you write equations. So make sure you are good at writing vector equations. Alright, so what is AB? Let's put AB in. So AB is negative 7I plus 24J. What is BC? BC is given as HI minus 12J. Right? Okay. So now we are now looking for magnitude. Now how do you get a magnitude? Alright? How do you get a magnitude? Magnitude means you need to do similar to Pythagoras theorem. Similar, alright? So let's try that. I'm going to erase it and I'm going to write the answers here. So let's try AC is given as 13, AC magnitude. So let's find AC first. This is AC. Alright, so AC is this is AC. So if you add this up, the I and the I is H minus 7I. I'm factorizing the I. And then the J and the J minus 24 minus 12, you will get positive 12J. You see that? So let's do a magnitude. Finding length for this, similar to Pythagoras theorem. How is that? So magnitude of AC is equivalent to, let's find this, H minus 7 squared plus 12 squared, square root. Over here this is given as 13, so let's put the 13 here. Okay. Now this square root, if you shift it over the other side, it will become square. So let's put a square. The square root is now gone. Right? So it becomes like this. Are you following? You okay? Alright, so the square root now is shifted over to this side, becomes a square. And now let's try, this is 169, this is 144. Don't do anything to this first, leave it. Alright? Good. Okay, bring 144 over this side. Please minus, what are you going to get? 169 minus 144. So you'll get 25. Okay? So you're going to get 25. So this bring it over, you get 25. Okay? H minus 7 square. Square, bring it over, becomes square root. Square root of 25 is 5. Alright? Now, you might have two answers, plus minus 5. That's fine. But normally they will let you know H is positive value or negative value, right? So you need to take note of that. Use both. You can try for both, plus and minus, two answers. But here I'm just showing you the positive. The negative value I'm going to leave it to you, alright? So square root here, so H minus 7, 7 comes over here. So finally H is 12, right? Okay? So this is how a 3 marks question for paper 1 is. Normally they might ask you like this, alright? So let's try another question, second question. Second question is given ST ST is half x plus y. Remember, a vector must have this symbol. If you don't have this symbol, you'll mark you wrong. Now then, given what is x and what is y, so you need to substitute both this in to get the value of ST. So that's quite straightforward. Let's try that. So ST, let's substitute. What is x? These two things enter here. So half 8i plus, no, minus 10j plus y plus 5i plus 17j. Alright, so that's what you get. So that's called an ST. Simplify it. What are you going to get if you simplify? Here half times 8 is 4i. Half times this is 5j. Can you simplify it? What are you getting? 4 plus 5, 9. Negative 5j plus 17j, I'm getting 12j. So now this is ST. Right? So this is ST. We have found what is ST. Very straightforward. So that's probably just 1 mark question. Alright? Then I've also taught you in part 1. In part 1, this is now part 2. In part 1, how to find unit vector. Unit vector is very straightforward. Take the vector. Take this vector and divide by the magnitude. Divide by the magnitude. What's the magnitude? Magnitude is this. 9 squared, 12 squared. All of this. So simplify, what are you going to get? 9i plus 12j. These two square root, you should get answer 15. Right? So finally, your final answer will be 9 over 15i, 12 over 15j. Please simplify this. I'll leave that to you. You're going to get 3 over 5 and you're going to get 4 over 5j. So that's your final answer. So that's called the unit vector of ST. Are you okay? So this is paper 1. Paper 1, 3 marks question. I hope you're okay, right? So now next, let's move into one more part, one more theory which I need to teach you. And this one more theory is on parallel vectors and collinear vectors, alright? Parallel vectors and collinear. So let's learn that. So what is parallel and collinear vectors? Let's take a look at this. Okay. So supposing you have vectors like this A, right? And then you have another vector called B. So assuming now A is given as 3i plus 7j. Okay. And B is given as, no, let's change this a bit, 2j. Okay. Let's change this, make it simpler. 4i plus 2j. Let's take a look at B. Let's say B vector, vector B is 2i plus j. Now, are these two vectors parallel? Are they parallel? Is A vector parallel to B vector? That's the question. Is A vector and B vector, are they parallel? How to know whether they are parallel or not? So the method to use in exam is, now, you remember you must have this symbol. If you factorize this, let's take out the 2. You'll get 2i plus j. Look at this. This is also 2i plus j. So this is called the basic vector, which is the same. So since basic vector is same, so this is how you show. A is this and B is this. Therefore, A is parallel to B. But A is 2 times bigger. So therefore you can write A is 2 times the vector of B. So after showing this in exam, you show this, then you make a conclusion. Both A and B has the same vector. Alright? Same vector means same direction. Therefore, they are parallel. And then you make a conclusion. A is 2 times longer than B. So that's how you do it. Alright? So now let's take a look at one more example. Supposing I give you a vector C. Alright, let's take a look at vector C. So now, let's say I'm giving you a vector C. And vector C is 8i plus 15j. Or 8i plus 18j. So 8i plus 18j, if you factorize this, let's take up 2. If I take up 2, I'm getting 4i plus 9j. So now the question is A and C parallel? No. A and C is not parallel. B is also not parallel with C. So therefore we can say B vector is not parallel. Is not parallel with vector C. A and B are not parallel with vector C. Are you clear? So what's the conclusion here? The conclusion here is the basic vector must be same in order to be parallel. You alright? Okay. Now let's take a look at another one. Another word that is often used is collinear. What is collinear? Right? What is collinear? Now collinear means, that means point A, point B and point C. Are they on the same line? So how to know whether they are on the same line? Let's take a look. So let me give you now AB vector is given as, let's say, 3i plus 5j. Alright? And then let me give you AC vector, AC, okay, vector AC. Let's say I'm giving you 15 over 4i, right? Plus 25j over 4 AC. Assuming that's my own numbers. So now your work, you need to find out, is A, B and C on the same line, on the same straight line, which means is A, B and C collinear. So the method is the same as parallel. What you have to do is you need to factorize. Let's factorize this AB. Can you factorize AB? No, you can't factorize. So let's factorize AC. Let's factorize AC. If you factorize AC, what are you going to get? Let's take out 3 over 4. No? Let's take out 5. You can divide by 5. 5 over 4. If I take out 5 from here, it remains 3. 4 is taken out. If I take out 5 from here, it remains 5. So now if you notice, there's no more 4 here. The 4 has been taken out. The basic vector is the same. The basic vector is the same. So therefore, what do you get? Therefore, we can say it is collinear. Then they might ask you, what is the ratio between this and this? What's the ratio? In order to find the ratio, you need to do something else. Now, but before that, do you know what's collinear? Collinear means the basic vector is the same. So conclusion is what? Yes, A, B and C are collinear. They are on the same straight linear line. Alright? So now in order to find ratio, all you have to do is take AC over AB. AC over AB. So when you do that, so 5 over 4, 3i plus 5j divided by AB, 3i plus 5j. What do you get? This goes off, so remains 5 over 4. which means the ratio of AC to AB is 504. That means AB, there's AB, sorry, this is B. AB is 4. But the whole thing is 5. The whole thing is 5, but here's already 4, so what remains? 1. So therefore, you know what's the ratio. The ratio of AB, so they ask you, what is the ratio of AB? So the ratio of AB, alright, to BC. I'm using magnitude, alright? The length is 4 to 1. So this is another question which can be asked even in paper 2, but paper 1 is quite common. Are you clear? So with this we have finished the basics of vector. We have finished the basics of vector. So in part 3 now I'm going to go into deeper and more difficult questions. So please wait for the video. Thank you.